In my opinion, creating shadows and highlights on your face are the finest art of your makeup. Contouring and highlighting can together define your facial features much better. They can enhance any part of your face that you want enhanced and sculpt your face the way you want to. Coming up are the most empowering makeup tips: contouring and highlighting. For most women, doing makeup means foundation, eyeliner, lipstick, blush. But that's because some either don't know how to contour or highlight your face, or don't know the importance of it, or in spite of seeing the number of contouring and highlighting videos you have seen on Instagram or YouTube, you still think it is complicated to nail this. But that was until today. I will proceed with this video only if you give me an Indian nod. Try. I will assume you did that, and if you did that, I take it as a promise that if you know of anyone who doesn't know how to contour or highlight, you will share this video with them. On that promising note, let's continue with today's video and understand this dilemma of contouring and highlighting. Welcome to Blush with me. So if you see this look, I'm going to create this whole look just with my contour stick and my highlighter. Let's begin. So number one, it's very important to understand what contouring does. It creates shadow. It'll help you push certain features back in order to highlight the others out. So choose a contour stick that is 1 or 2 shades darker than your natural skin tone. Foundation stick from Bobbi Brown in the shade Espresso to contour my face. And to highlight, choose a highlighter or a concealer that is 1 or 2 shades lighter than your skin tone. I'm going to use a concealer from Bobbi Brown in shade Honey. Now if you're looking to highlight a certain parts of your face and add that little glow to it, then a product like this by MAC, Oh Darling Extra Dimension Skin Finish is very helpful. I've seen a lot of people go and buy bright gold or white highlighters that stand out way too much, and believe me or not, I actually liked one of the pictures and I asked my son, how does that look? And he was like, that doesn't even look human, that looks like a robot. And I agreed with him. When the color doesn't match your skin, it looks too metallic, it shines too much on your face, it looks unreal. So look for something that gives that subtle glow on your face. The idea is not to look robotic. It's very important to read your face, understand your strengths. So now, if I have dark circles, of course you use concealer. So I'm going to use the concealer because I want to bring my eyes out. Some on the bridge of my nose, on my cupid's bow, to bring my chin out. Now I like my high cheekbones, but if I just contour it with a darker color, it can sometimes create the illusion of sunken cheeks, which I don't want. So I'm going to bring this part out a little bit. So now I have a little droop on the sides of my lips, which I want to lift up and create a more youthful look. Little lighter color there. Right in the middle of my forehead. Do not let your children watch this video, at least not this part, if they're scared of zombies or mummies or ghosts. I have used all the lighter shades right in the middle of my face. The reason I want to use the darker contour shade on the outer edges of my face is so that it creates a nice frame around my face, which means it brings the center of my face forward. Think of it as a photo frame. That's what a frame does. It brings more attention to what's in the middle. So if you notice, my natural cheekbone starts here and it kind of comes this way. It's more horizontal. But if I went that way, it will cut my face short and make it look more squarish, which I don't want. I have a kind of diamond, ovalish diamond face. So I am going to start a little bit above the natural cheekbone, somewhere here, and instead of going this way, I'm going to go down this way. Okay. So when I'm doing my face, I like to create that nice elongated look and highlight my jawline as well. If you have a broader face, instead of starting all the way there, you would start somewhere here and create a jawline so that it actually creates the illusion of slightly smaller face. But because I already have a smaller face, I'm going to create a little more space on my face. So I'm going to start all the way at the back and then define my jawline. Now, another way to elongate your face is to create an illusion of a narrower chin. Again, considering I have a smaller face, I'm not going to create big dots around my face and then blend them in, because that's going to really shrink the size of my face. So make small dots, and I'll make sure I stay on the outer edges of my face. Now there's one thing I do that I'm yet to see anyone else do, is highlighting the strengths of your eyes. My eyes are kind of deep set, so I want to bring them out. I'm going to use the gel serum concealer from Sephora in Pecan Pie just on the lids. Now I'm going to use the darker shade to push back the features that I don't want protruding out, which is this part, my hooded part. So I'm going to use it just here, and this will also help hold your eyeshadow later much better. But today I'm going to create this whole look with just highlighting and contouring, so there won't be any other products. Just so that you can understand how much you can do with just these few products. Notice my upper lip is much thinner than my lower lip. There's nothing wrong in it. Thin lips, thick lips, doesn't matter. But I'm just showing you how you can create an illusion of a much bigger, thicker upper lip with this technique. So I'm going to take the darker color. Now you see I already have the lighter color here. I'm going to go above that. Now if you notice, I have this little bulge here, which I'm going to push back with this darker color. Now also use this same color to define my chin a little bit more. I'm not trying to look perfect, but if I can create a little more balance, it looks visually far more appealing. Now when I'm trying to do this, the biggest drawback on my face is my nose. It looks completely different from both the sides. I like to create the illusion of a little bit shorter nose. So with my nose, it is much straighter on one side than the other. So if I know this is already very straight, I don't want to darken that further. I'll just darken on one side a little bit, and then whatever is left over is what I'm going to blend on the other side. Don't go broad deep down here. Stop right there. I like to pinch this in a little bit, pinch this in a little bit, push this part up a little bit. And then whatever is left in this brush is all that goes on this side. Don't think this takes very long. Once you have the practice, it takes you about 3 to 4 minutes to blend your whole face. Now this is where you use a big, thick, full coverage, like a kabuki brush. I'm using the one from Bobbi Brown. Use it in circular motion to blend all the dark contouring shades first. Don't go too far and wide when you're making these circular strokes. Make sure the color stays in the area it's intended to stay in. The reason I like to darken this upper lip part is it creates the illusion of, say if you had a big fat upper lip, it would create a little shadow up here, right? Right? So now you don't have a big thick upper lip, so how about we create that fake shadow, so it kind of gives the illusion that your lip is kind of pouty. I'm now going to take a foundation brush and dab the highlighting concealer in its place. And I make sure that the edges of the highlighter and the contours are always blending together without mixing it. Push the highlighter up all the way to take away this natural droop that actually comes down all the way till here. I'm going to blend these shades in upward strokes just with my fingers. Blend the sides of your nose before you start blending the highlighter on the bridge of your nose. and make sure the edges blend. I'm now going to take the same contour and create a little shape under my eyes. So this creates a little shadow under my eyes. And I'm going to use the same color instead of an eyeliner. Wow. It's almost like a nice brown smoky look without any eyeshadow. If I've come this far without anything except contour and highlight, then let me go ahead and finish my lips with just these products again. Just outline it with the contour shade and just pull the color in the middle so that your inner part is a little bit lighter than the outer. I'm now going to use Oh Darling Skin Finish Highlighting Powder by MAC with a brush like this. Now, if I have defined this part, I want to enhance this furthermore so that I look like I have nice high cheekbones. And I let it go all the way up till here. I'm going to use it just on the sides because this creates a nice balance. It's like when the sun is hitting you at this angle, it hits you here, here. I don't like to highlight the whole bridge of my nose because that makes it again stand out too much and the whole attention comes to your nose. I'm going to use it just on the middle of my nose, not all the way from here, just from here, and then just a little bit on the tip of my nose. If the sunlight hits you in one direction, it's going to hit you here and here. So highlight that part. I'm also going to use the same color and dab it just on my eyelids. So what we've done is darken this part to push this in. Now I'm going to use a lighter color here to bring this part out a little bit. It's just the first 1 or 2 times when you'll understand what's working for you and what you should refrain from doing. That's it. And then you're all set. I might as well use the same contour color in my eyebrow brush and fill them out a little bit and also extend them to add to that elongated eye makeup look. Let's face it, I can't use contour stick everywhere, so I'll have to use a mascara now. Now remember, my contour stick was not moisturizing or hydrating, so I'm just going to finish this look with a lip balm by And Other Stories. It's a colorless lip balm. That's it. That's my very simple, soft and glamorous makeup with just contouring and highlighting. If it was a lot to process, take it slowly. Watch this video again a couple of times and don't worry, if you still don't get it, I will make videos with different face shapes so you understand what to do with your particular face shape. In the meantime, I hope this was a good starter, a beginner's video for contouring and highlighting. And just in case I later realize I missed any of the important points, don't worry, I will update that on my Instagram or on my Facebook. So it's a good idea to follow me on my social media accounts. I'm just reading some of the comments from my videos before. It says, you are like the teacher we never had. You are very inspiring. We really enjoy the tips you share because nobody can share the way you do, and many more. So if you haven't yet explored through my videos, maybe it's a good idea to hit the subscribe button so you can follow me every week. I post a video every Thursday, so stay with me, like my videos, comments below. I love your comments. So please keep doing what you've been doing and help more people join my channel. So don't forget to share. Thank you so much for being with me today. Blush with me.